Right, let's talk about parenting for a second. So now in Florida, there's this new presumption for 50-50.
Hmm.
But prior to that, and judges are handling it differently across the state. But prior to that, there was no presumption. So I would go to court, and there's 20 different factors, and you prove all this stuff, and the court says, well, the father wins on this factor, the mother wins on this factor is not relevant to this case. Let's say there was no drug addiction or alcohol. Well, great. There's no substance abuse. No one was talking about the litigation with the kids, all these problems, right?
Right.
So let's say it's a little bit more favorable to mom. Okay? So dad's going to get every other weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Dad's going to get every Wednesday night. Mom's going to get every other weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. She's going to get every Tuesday night. The court's like, and I'm going to give mom every Monday night. So right now, mom only has one more day a week than dad. They're equal on the weekends. Dad has Wednesday. Mom has Tuesday. Right now it's 50-50, but we gave mom Monday. There's only one more day in the week that we're arguing about. It's called Thursday. How much money do you want to argue about Thursday overnight? And if you really want to drill down on it, you pick the kids up from school earliest at 3 if you can get off work, but usually they're in aftercare, so it's around 6. They're going to bed by 8:30 or 9, so you're arguing over 3 hours every week. And tack on an hour in the morning, getting them up and getting them to school. You're arguing about 4 hours a week.
Right.
So you really want to do that? And the judge might say, I'll give the father every other Thursday. So now you're arguing over 4 hours every 2 weeks.
Right.
How much money do you want to spend doing that? Now, I will share with you in my parenting plan that we used since my son was 2.5 until he was about 15 or 16. That's when COVID hit and we changed it. I did not have him 50% of the time. If I did the math only because I'm a divorce lawyer, it was about 43% of the time. If you can't have the relationship that you want to have with your kid for the long haul, so he comes to you in good times and bad when he's 2, 12, 22, and 32, if you can't get that done with 40 or 43% of the time, the extra 7 or 10% is not going to help.
Very interesting.
What are you arguing about? And we can do these parenting plans all day long, and ultimately I will tell you they do not matter. What matters is how the parents get along.
Huh.
Because if you have a parenting plan that's perfect, but it is not implemented well, it's implemented with conflict, doesn't matter what it says. If it's a bad plan, but the parents are flexible and they work together and they kind of figure it out as they go along and there's no conflict, that's better for kids.